How many protests have you been to so far?
At least half a dozen and more to come.
Okay.
What? You've been to half a dozen protests?
Pardoned the January 6th people.
Yeah.
I just thought that was really wrong.
And I'm so thankful of him for getting those people out of prison. They shouldn't be in prison.
We will never agree on that.
That's fine.
They
We don't have
deserved
to
it.
agree.
They did a lot of damage. Several people who...
The only person who died was someone who was shot in the neck unprovoked.
And if she hadn't been breaking into the building and breaking the law, she would not have been shot.
Yeah, they
So she
let them
brought it
in
on
there.
herself. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it wouldn't have happened if she hadn't been committing a crime. Can you explain why Trump let free and pardoned all those people that were involved with the January 6th riot? I mean, these are people who broke into the Capitol, broke windows, hurt several.
What?
The person defecated in the house, our house.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure if you found out where illegal immigrants are camped up in this country, you'd be really disappointed with what they're doing on our streets and in public spaces as well.
Homeless do that too.
Yeah,
American
good point.
citizens, because the homeless, which once he cleaned up and hid away, he didn't do anything about
So
them.
Trump did that because those people were taken as political prisoners. They were put into solitary confinement for no reason. They were led into...
They broke into the building.
The doors were open for them and they walked around.
And they went through the windows, broke the windows. They attacked the building.
So if you guys don't know what they're referring to January 6th and the events that transpired on that day. You know what's crazy? In my home state, a young lady was just murdered by an illegal immigrant. We don't know all the details about what happened, but it was like 3 a.m. She got in his car allegedly, and she was never seen again, and her body was dumped on the side of a road. First thing, I'm praying for her family. Second thing, rest in peace to her. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because this illegal immigrant got a DUI a few months ago. An illegal immigrant got a DUI, yet the illegal immigrant still had access to a car, still had access to freedom, and lastly, was not deported. And when I heard about that, it honestly brought tears to my eyes. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't cry, but this really brought tears to my eyes because conservatives have been saying for a long time, we need to deport people, and yet on the left, yes, the left, they've been like, no, it's fine, open the borders, keep them open, because this is what happened, right? But when Trump gets in office and he decides, oh, we are deporting people now, people are fighting tooth and nail for this not to happen. Yet, it's not until it affects your city or your county or your brother or your sister where you really start to understand how big of an issue this is. We have illegal immigrants killing people in the United States in gruesome ways. But yet here we have videos of people still fighting against deportations. And man.
They hurt people. They hurt the police that were there.
Who?
They did a lot of damage. Several people who...
The only person who died was someone who was shot in the neck unprovoked.
And if she hadn't been breaking into the building and breaking the law, she would not have been shot.
Yeah, they
So
let
she
them
brought it
in
on
there.
herself. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it wouldn't have happened if she hadn't been committing a crime.
Okay.
But these people were all put through a trial. They were found to be guilty, various different degrees of guilt. But then the first thing Trump does, because he instigated it, he didn't do anything to stop it.
And I'm so thankful of him for getting those people out of prison. They shouldn't be in prison.
We will never agree on that.
That's fine.
They
We don't
deserved
have to
it.
agree.
They
So you
deserved
think
it.
you think all of the people who were arrested deserved it.
The ones that were arrested and had a trial were proven to have done something which determined their punishment.
So some people were in jail and they got charges for just entering into the building. You're going to tell me that you believe someone should rot in jail for years for walking into the Capitol building?
In the way that they did it, obviously it was determined that yes, they deserve that.
They don't deserve it.
Could tell you a few things.
I will say this. I don't know the extent of the crimes. What I'm just going to use common sense here. I'm sure a lot of the people objectively did not deserve to go to prison. However, that does not mean everybody did not deserve to go to prison. So some of the people probably did deserve to go, but some of them didn't deserve to go. And I think the problem here is that Caitlin Bennett is under the impression that a lot of them didn't get a fair trial, which they probably didn't get a fair trial. I don't know all the details about it, so I'm not going to speak too much about it. But let me know what y'all think.
Things that do bother me.
Sure, go ahead. I would love to hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
When he pardoned the January 6th people, I just thought that was really wrong. I mean, we saw in our own eyes with video and stuff that they were beating police officers and messing with the Capitol and all that. It's just that I don't think those people should have been pardoned.
Right.
So that was kind of one thing that really bothered me.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that all of them that were arrested deserve to be arrested? Because people were arrested and put in jail just because they walked in behind other people. Do you really think those people deserve to be arrested and jailed?
I don't think that you know that that's true. I mean, it seems
I
like
do know that's true because I've talked to people. I've talked to them before.
So it seems like there were a lot of trials and stuff. People had their chance to go to court, which is what we want in our country, and they lost the case with jurors that were their peers.
Hi guys, I love your camera. Do you not have an iPhone? I love that old school camera there. I love it. So I've talked to a woman who was arrested for being there and just walking in. But regardless of not if they went through trial or whatever, do you genuinely believe hundreds of people who just walked into the Capitol with the whole crowd walking in, they really deserve to be arrested?
I believe that the system works and there were jurors.
Do you think they should be arrested for that? Do you think that's a good use of our police to go in and arrest people for just walking into the Capitol after the doors had been opened?
When there's a riot going on like that and people still go in, yes, I think they should be arrested.
So you were also against some of the BLM riots and the agitators from there. Okay, good.
Absolutely.
So you think they should also all be arrested just for being at the scene?
Especially the ones that were damaging storefronts and all that, definitely they
so
should
even
be
if they were just there and just observing and just looking at what was going on.
If they went into the stores that were broken into, like the people that went into the Capitol that was broken into, then yes.
Well, the doors were open to the Capitol.
You believe that was a good opening for the doors?
They opened it and they let them just walk around. They literally gave them like a tour.
If you're going to keep insisting on your point of view only, then I don't really have time to talk to you.
Well, hey, we can agree that people who commit crimes should go to jail, right?
Like the president?
Do you agree that people who commit crimes should go to jail?
Not all crimes you go to jail, no.
But walking into the Capitol building after the doors were opened, they should go during a riot.
Could overturn our government.
Okay,
yes, absolutely. That's a big thing. Insurrection is much bigger.
It's not an insurrection, sir.
Well,
you think that's what an insurrection would look like?
A
guy with a horn hat. Why are you so mad?
Because he's a dog. The guy is a useless.
Angry.
And why do you like him? You still haven't been able to tell me. Has your insurance gone up? Has
Can
it
I
gone
respond
down?
to you?
Yes. Besides the immigrant lie, what's
so
the other
calm
one?
down for 1 second and I'll tell you why I voted for Trump. And do not interrupt me because every time I've tried to talk to you and given you my reasons, you interrupt me. So please withhold and control yourself and don't interrupt me, okay? And I'll explain to you. I am pro-life. Trump is not pro-life enough for me. I believe in abolishing abortion altogether in every instance. It should be illegal. But he is more pro-life than Kamala Harris. And so that's why I voted for him number one. Two, primarily for mass deportation. I believe that people should be deported who are in this country illegally. First the violent criminals and then everyone after. I don't approve of that.
How much did the illegals
I'm not
pay
done.
in taxes?
37 billion. Do you know how much they cost the taxpayer dollar? 150 billion.
I've heard that it was more.
I don't get it, bruh. I don't understand this. I don't get it. This has to be brainwashing. This has to be brainwashing. Because we have an entire group of people who are fighting for illegal immigrants to be in a country. And mind you, they're not fighting to change the laws regarding illegal immigration. They're not fighting for an easier path to legality in America. They're fighting for illegal immigrants specifically. I don't get it. Maybe it's something wrong with me, but I don't understand this. This is crazy. This is crazy to me.
But then again, where does that information come from? Fox?
Where did you hear it from, if it's more?
I read.
Anyway, I asked you not to interrupt me, and you did.
Well,
I
you
also
kept
voted
talking.
for Trump because I'm so tired of this cultural ideology being pushed on us that
other
I'm not
words-
done talking. Again, you're interrupting me. I don't believe men can be women. I don't believe children should be subjected to transgender ideology.
Okay.
I think that that is wrong in our public life.
Right.
And so he stands against that, and he has defunded hospitals that engage in that type of mutilation to children. It's another reason why I support him. I also support his economic policy as well. I supported his initiative to get Doge created and to find fraud and waste into our government.
Obvious. You're telling me obvious stuff.
Yeah, then why did you ask me?
Because I'm asking you what he's done for you, not why you voted
Yeah,
for him.
yeah.
I already know why everybody voted for him.
Okay, great.
He promised them the world.
Yeah.
But what has he done? What immigrant has been taken out that has made your life better?
Okay, I'll answer that. A young lady in Prince George's County, Maryland, Dakara Thompson, was just brutally murdered by an illegal immigrant. And if Donald Trump would have won previously, that immigrant would have been deported because that immigrant already had a DUI that he got in April of 2025. So while they were trying to deport him, they released him on the streets. And he murdered a PG County 19-year-old black woman. That's what happened just now. And if Donald Trump would have won last term, that immigrant would have not been here. But because somebody didn't deport him, he was here. Not only was he arrested with a DUI, he was released and then had access to a car with a DUI and then murdered a United States citizen who hasn't even reached the age of 20 years old yet. Now her family is mourning, grieving, and guess what? Guess what? This illegal immigrant is not even cooperating with the police and is pleading the fifth. This is the craziest thing ever. So, Donald Trump's going to get him out of here. He's gone. I don't know where he's going to go, but he's going to get him out of here. That's coming from something in my own county. And I'm not anti-immigration. I don't understand where this anti-immigration thing comes from. I love immigration. I think it's what makes America great to some extent. But when it comes to illegal immigration, you cannot track someone who's illegal. I don't know why people are fighting for this. It's like, I'm not going crazy. I'm not backing down on this. This is not something that's an insane thing. You should not fight for illegal immigration. Fight for policies to make immigration better for people. Sure. But fighting for illegal immigration, no, that's not it.
Oh, that's an interesting question.
It's either did they or didn't they?
Yes.
Okay, how?
Yeah, so in Florida,
Specifically.
Oh my gosh, you don't let me answer questions. In Florida, there were hundreds of illegal aliens who were gang members that were busted and deported from this country in
does this help
April.
you?
I have no chance of being harmed by them now in this state.
You
Or
didn't
if I
before
travel
because
around the
it was
country,
a lie,
yes, I did.
remember?
Those people committed violent, disgusting acts against
so did
women.
some of the people that are in our government.
Okay.
Your own guy that you voted
Why
for.
do
has
you interrupt so
34.
much? Why do
Because
you
you're
interrupt?
wrong. I can't allow you to continue to
All right.
say things
if
that
you're
are
not going to respectfully
untrue.
talk to me, I'm not going to respectfully talk to you. So leave me alone.
So leave me alone. That's what I got.
How many protests have you been to so far?
I'm sorry?
How many protests have you been to so far this year?
How many presidents?
Protests.
Oh, protests. At least half a dozen and more to come.
Okay.
What? You've been to half a dozen protests already? It's only been it's been 9 months. The year's almost over. That's almost a protest per month. That's pretty impressive, I would say this.
Do you have like a number you want to reach by the end of the year of how many you hope to go to?
No, it's just a point. It's a way to make a point that we, the people, do not agree with what Trump is doing.
Okay.
And the way I'm not saying the border is right or wrong. That's been a tremendous problem for many, many years. No one has resolved it.
You think Trump has done a good job in resolving that?
No, I don't. I think he's gone about it completely the wrong way.
There's been 0 border crossings in 3 months. In 3 months, there have been 0 people that have come across the border that has been released back into the United States. And actually, altercations at the border of people trying to come over is at a historic low. We've never seen these low numbers of people trying to cross the border illegally. We can agree that that's good.
I think it's very sad because when you consider the people, excuse me, that are coming across, they have walked for days and hundreds of miles through very hard conditions because where they're coming from is so bad. And America has always been a beacon of hope.
Man, that's propaganda, bro. That's propaganda. I don't care if you walked, crawled, danced, backflipped, somersaulted into the United States illegally. You need to get deported. I don't care. This is propaganda. Their living conditions are so harsh. America is the only beacon of hope. So they illegally entered the country. No. I'm sure that happens. I'm positive that happens actually. But that doesn't make it right. If somebody walks up to you and robs you and they say the money that you had in your pocket was my last beacon of hope, you still gonna want your stuff back. You still gonna hope they go to jail. So I'm not buying none of that. But let me know what you guys think about this. My name is LFR Jojo and I'll see you later.